Alright everybody, we are finally loaded. It is now 2:06. I don't even remember what time we got here. It was probably about what, 10? Less than 10 a.m.? It is crazy that it would take this long to load. But it is what it is. Now I only have 9 hours and 28 minutes remaining to drive and counting. That means the more I stop, the less I get to drive, because I've already eaten my 14-hour rule. And as you can see, these guys are chewing the fat. That's not helping me much. So at 9 hours and 28 minutes, out of 8 hours of that, I have to take a 30-minute break. So in perfect reality, I can only drive, 7 hours and 55 minutes, take a 30-minute break. That leaves me to even 45 minutes remaining to drive. You see, the way that works is we have 14 hours to work. We have 14 hours to work. We have 14 hours to drive our 11 hours. The moment you start your clock, the 14 hours will keep going no matter what. So let's just say in a perfect world, you start your 14 hours, you start your pre-trip, 15-minute pre-trip, and then you drive a complete 7 hours and 57 minutes. Now you have a remaining of 8, 9, 10, 11. So you have about 2 hours and something, 50 minutes something to drive. But if you start your clock and then there's a delay like this, the delay today, that means even though you did not drive at all, you don't get to drive your 11 hours. You only get to drive like what I'm doing, or even worse, sometimes you could even have only, 7 hours remaining to drive, sometimes less. But there is a point where if you start your clock early, as long as you are off duty for the longest period of time, your 14-hour clock will actually reset. Oh, it's a very complicated issue, which gives me a headache. I wouldn't even know where to begin, how to explain it, let alone for me to understand it. That's why I don't do split logs, because I myself don't understand it myself, let alone trying to explain it to everybody on YouTube. That's why when I drive, my practice is drive hard, do a complete 7 hours or even 6 hours, then I take a 30-minute break, makes it simple that way. But sometimes that doesn't always work out. Sometimes that plan gets mixed, a monkey wrench in there, and next thing thing you know, your whole day is shot. So the best thing that I could hope for is to reach Hurricane Mills Pilot Truck Stop in Tennessee, where I spent the night the other night and met up with Long Haul Larry. But even then, that's 630 miles. I could make it to that, but it's gonna be really, really tight. Not to mention the traffic. One of the things that I dislike the most is to drive a whole day long of a trip. Now, please understand, on a very good day, I can drive about 730 miles in 11 hours. I've done it before. But that's driving through Wyoming, Utah, Nevada, where there's no stop and go. It's all desert. But around here, it's kind of hard to do. It's doable sometimes, but with the construction, the traffic, realistically, I'll probably end up somewhere around Jackson, Tennessee. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to Dallas, Texas. The temperature here is 108 degrees. Continuing our journey to Hurricane Mills, Tennessee, which is 599 miles. I have my GPS set at the Pilot Truck Stop in Hurricane Mills, Tennessee. Basically, that is where Loretta Lynch, the Western singer, is it Western or is it yeah, Western, right? No, country singer Loretta Lynch. I believe she has a ranch over there that people can go on a tour. Not entirely sure, but that's the impression I get. We are currently traveling on Interstate Highway 30, easterly bound. For the longest time, every time I come through this spaghetti bowl of intersections and merges and highways, the Rand McNally Overdrive 8 Pro always gets panicked. Wrong road, no trucks allowed, overweight. But today it's running perfectly. Today it's they must have updated all that mess that they had. Once again, I highly recommend Living Off the Slab channel. Go onto his channel, go to the playlist, and the videos are about 5 years old, so you'll have to scroll all the way down to the bottom and find Alaska. Not the Alaska debrief, Alaska trip. I think it's titled The Pilgrimage from Boston Boston to Anchorage is the name. I highly recommend it. Very informative, very entertaining. It kind of gives you the idea of what's out there. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, once again, here's an update to the progress of this road widening, additional lanes. The temperature here is 102. I believe this is what's the name of this reservoir? I can't remember the top of my head. But as you can see, they've been doing a phenomenal progress here. So I take it that they're going to junk this highway, maybe? Or is that an additional highway? Hubble, is it Hubbard? Hubble Reservoir? Let's see, Congressman Ralph Hall, Rockwall, Texas. Hubble, I think it is, maybe? Hubble Reservoir? Can't remember. The local time is 2:59 p.m. 579 miles to Hurricane Mills, Tennessee. Ladies and gentlemen, check this out. Wow, what is this? What a big, humongous contraption. Wonder what they use it for. Wonder how much the whole thing like that cost, right? Alright, continuing our journey to Allentown, Pennsylvania. But our target for today is just Hurricane Mills, Tennessee, which is 536 miles. And the temperature here locally is 103 degrees Fahrenheit. Hey everybody, just a quick update. We have about 327 more miles to go to, where are we going? Hurricane Mills, Tennessee. The temperature here is dropping at 93 degrees. The local time is 6:48. One of the things that I have noticed lately is, as you can see in front of us, that trailer on our, in front of us on the right side, got that flashing yellow light. That seems to be kind of going on now. It's a safety issue, I guess. Safety feature. But can you imagine being stuck with that truck for miles and miles and miles on end? That can get really annoying. I know, it's a safety thing, but I don't know. It seems it's fine and dandy as long as you're the one in front of it. But it's, I don't know, man, kind of rude. Gotta be rude to be behind it, you know? I don't know, it would annoy me a lot. What would be the other word I'm looking for instead of annoying? Well, I don't know, an eyesore? I get it, they want to grab your attention, and it's true. It worked. It grabbed my attention. Just like the just like those billboard that says, "The billboard really worked." Then it says, "It just did." Yeah, you looked at it. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we are in the town of Malvern, Arkansas. We are traveling on Interstate 30 easterly bound. So there's that. So how about you guys? Have you guys noticed those flashing yellow trailers? You know what really annoys me is these this tow truck drivers. They have this little, I don't know, they have a car on their flatbed and they're going down the road with their flashing yellow lights. Like what? Are you required by law to have those lights, or it's just okay. Hey everybody, just a quick update. Greetings from Palestine, Arkansas. The local time is 8:37. Temperature is at 88 degrees. And we are down to 1 hour and 44 minutes remaining to drive. Before we need to take a 30-minute break. I could only make it as far as Pilot truck stop in Mason. Hold on. Yeah, Mason, Tennessee, exit 42. Mason, Tennessee is 97 miles. According to the GPS, our ETA is 1 hour and 34 minutes. And we have 1 hour and 44 minutes before we need to take a 30-minute break. I don't know if we're going to make it to Hurricane Mills, Tennessee. But the most important goal right now is to make it to the Pilot truck stop in Mason and take a 30-minute break there. Right now though, I gotta go to use the bathroom, but I'm reluctant to use the bathroom because I don't wanna waste my time. The more I stop, the less my chances of getting there, Yeah, there's a rest area coming up. I know I'm gonna regret this. I know it. I just know I'm gonna regret this. But we gotta go. We gotta go. Woo-wee! Yeah. Hey everybody, John Amiga here. Hello and good afternoon. Greetings from Allentown, Pennsylvania. Alright, we are finally here delivering this load from Fort Worth, Texas. The temperature here is 92 degrees. And once again, we are delivering to Orfield Foods Trucking. And they are 2.6 miles away. designated to pick up a load out of Allentown, somewhere about 5 miles from here, at Americold, I think it is, on Snowdrift Drive. Pick that load up, and then that load delivers to Oak Creek, Wisconsin, delivering to Aldi's. And yeah. Anyway, it's as they say, when it rains it pours. Somebody made a comment on the comment section saying one of the negative things about working for a small company is that when drivers gets out of commission, it's hard to find another driver to carry that load. And that's what we are experiencing right now with ADO. With Larry out of commission, one of our drivers has some kind of a medical emergency. I don't know the details, but that driver is out of commission as well. So all these back and forth. I was supposed to be, this is going to be my last load. I was supposed to load out of here, deliver here, pick up in New Jersey, in Elizabeth, New Jersey, delivering to Capitol Heights, Maryland, and somehow end up in the yard tomorrow. Then I was going to be flying home. Well, with 2 drivers out of commission, I am stuck going to delivering to Oak Creek, Wisconsin, and then somehow deadhead to Luxembourg, Wisconsin, load out of there, load in Appleton, load in Mayville, Wisconsin, and the fourth and final pickup loads in Chicago, West Chicago, and that load delivers to Perth Amboy. Oh, the plane, look at the plane. Beautiful approach. Oh, look at that. Oh, man. Beautiful. He's got a very nice headwind, so anyway, so we are to pick up all those loads. Now, I think I've mentioned it before, that there's a possibility that after I deliver in Oak Creek, Wisconsin, there's a possibility that I will get out of the truck in Sheboygan and long haul Larry can take over the truck and do the New Jersey load. That way he doesn't have to fly to the shop. I don't need to fly home. It works out real well that way. But as Richard said, there's so many pieces, so many moving parts this story. It's kind of hard to put it all together. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's the short or long version of it. I am so ready to go home. Absolutely so ready to go home. But you know, when responsibility hits you in your face and your fellow driver needs help, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna say no just because you had this irresistible urge to go to Alaska? I could hear some of you like, yeah. Well, to each his own, right? It's just the way it goes. Oh boy, I feel a zip it coming on. Alright, somebody goes to Saudi Arabia, tries to beg oil from the Saudis. Pump more oil, so the fuel prices in oil in the United States gets a little cheaper. That person comes home and the fuel prices goes up, the oil prices goes higher. Yeah, boy, I tell ya. Here's an analogy for you. A boxer gets beaten up in every round, right? But he doesn't really fall down. He just gets really, really beaten up. And the referee wants to stop it, but the rules is he can't. The only one that can stop it is the manager or the coach. The coach has the only power to stop the fight. The problem is the longer the boxer stays in the room or in the ring, the more money the boxer makes. So now the coach is torn between, if he throws in the towel, he'll save the man. But if he doesn't throw the towel, then the man makes a little bit more money. But the man gets a little beaten up. Does that kind of ring a bell right at this moment? All I'm saying is everybody knows he's hurting. Everybody knows he's beaten up. He doesn't have the skills and the will to fight. But the people around him, because of their self-interest, they're letting the fight go on. And I think the biggest culprit of all this is the doctor. I'm sure the doctor knows the condition. And then the wife, if she truly loves her husband, she would have stopped this fight a long time ago. But, oh well. I told you it was a zip it moment. Told you, warned you. Later. Alright everybody, we've been assigned to door 30. But I've been warned to just line up to door 30 with the door closed. And it's gonna be a while before they can unload me. I told her, I said, you know, just put me in the door, let me go to sleep, wake me up when you guys are ready to unload me. I mean, it's not the best scenario. The best scenario is, of course, you back in, they unload you within 30 minutes. I mean, that's in the perfect world, right? But in cases like this, where it's gonna be a while, I think every driver out there, I think I speak for every driver that says, just put me in the door, let me go to sleep, instead of go park somewhere and we'll call you for a door assignment. I wish One Shot Johnny would show up for work sometimes. That guy is very hard to find. Come on, One Shot Johnny, where are you? Zip it, zip it. Hey, look at that. I know, right? Eh, I'm too far over. See what I mean? I don't see any rubber thingy on my passenger side. That's good enough. All right, later. Peace.